أعزائي التلاميذ، مرحبا بكم مجددا مع استكمال تصحيح نموذج الامتحان الوطني 2017 الشعب العلمية. بعدما استكملنا تصحيح الجزء الأول الخاص بأسئلة الفهم Reading Comprehension، الآن سنمر إلى المستوى الثاني وهو Language or تمارين اللغة. Concerning language, as you know, is divided into 3 parts. Language تنقسم إلى 3 أقسام أو 3 أجزاء. الجزء الأول خاص بالفوكابulary، والجزء الثاني grammar، والجزء الثالث communication. Let's start. Here we have language. First question, fill in the gaps with the appropriate words from the list. We have promotion, source, academic, code, and growth. Concerning this exercise, you are going to try to look for the words that go together or the collocations. So here, for example, we say family, code, academic, studies, population, growth. So the first sentence, John has not been successful in his studies. So here we are going to say in his academic studies, because we have academic goes with studies. So the answer is academic. Okay, next. Rapid population is a big challenge to many African countries. So here we have population requires growth, which means تزايد سكاني or تزايد ديموغرافي. Population growth. Okay, next exercise. Give the correct form of the words between brackets. So here we have some words between brackets. So here we have give the correct form of the words. So we are talking about words, we are talking about vocabulary. We are going to change from, for example, noun to verb, from adjective to noun, from noun to adjective, something like this. It depends on the structure of the sentence. For example, the first sentence, do they intend to immigration to Canada this year? So here we have intend to, so to, this is infinitive marker. So it requires verb. So we are going to change immigration to verb. So what is the verb? The verb is immigrate. To immigrate. Okay, next, our school works in partner with local NGOs, non-governmental organizations, to fight drug addiction. So we say in collaboration with, in partner, in partnership with, بشراكة مع, etc. So partner, the noun is partnership. So we add ship as a suffix. Our next exercise. Fill in the gaps with the appropriate words from the list. So we have some words. We have when, who, whose, what, which. So these are relative pronouns. So relative pronouns as a rule. So we have who followed by verb refers to people. When plus subject time, where plus subject place, whose noun possession. Possession means something I possess, يعني الملكية, which plus verb things or objects in general. So the first sentence, let's take a look at the first sentence. Amina was in France. Her brother got married. So we say her brother got married. So here it refers to time. So we can say was in France when her brother got married. Second sentence, it is Mark Clark. This is the name of a person. Will give, this is a verb. So will give is a verb. We're gonna, yes, stress, yes. This is a verb. So people, verb, so we say who. So the answer is who. Okay. Next question. Rewrite these sentences beginning with words given. First sentence. Can you show me how to use the interactive whiteboard, please? So here we have, we have question mark. So this is question. Pamela asked me. So this is what? Asked me is a reporting verb used for questions. So this is yes, no question. So the rule is what? So we need to add F plus changes in tense and other changes. So the structure of the question is, can you show? We are going to try to change it to affirmative form. So we get you can show, and you are going to change you can show. So Pamela asked me if I could show her how to use the interactive whiteboard. So the answer is if I could show her how to use the interactive white. Okay, next sentence. Many schools have installed surveillance cameras. Surveillance cameras. So here we have many schools subject have installed verb surveillance cameras object. So whenever they start a sentence with an object, so here we are talking about passive voice. So the passive voice, we need the verb to be conjugated in the same tense as the main verb. So here we have installed, this is the main verb. So we are going to conjugate the verb to be in the same tense. So here we have installed, this is present perfect, consists of have or has plus participle. So we are going to conjugate the verb to be in the same tense, so to be have or has been. Surveillance cameras, so cameras, this is a plural form, so we are going to put have been plus past participle of the verb. So we need to add something here. Plus past participle of the verb. So we are going to write the answer. Surveillance cameras have been installed by many schools. Okay. Okay, the next one. Your electricity supply was cut off because you did not pay the bill. What do you notice in this sentence? We have two parts. We have because, which gives us the cause. So because, here we have cause and here we have the effect. Both verbs are in simple past, so we are going to use conditional type 3. So what is the structure of conditional type 3? We have if plus subject plus had plus past participle in the if clause, while the main clause we have subject would plus have plus past participle. Okay, so if clause takes the cause, and the main clause we have the effect. So the answer. So here we have your electricity supply would not have been cut off if. So here we have would have plus participle, and we have if. So what do we need? If plus subject plus had plus participle. What is the subject? If subject is you, so we'll write it. You didn't pay, so we say you had. We have negative changes to affirmative, so we say if you had past participle of the verb pay, paid the bill. So the answer is if you had paid the bill. So the answer is if you had paid the bill. Next question. Join the pairs of sentences with the linking words given. So we have two sentences, we have linking words. Let's take a look at the first sentence. Ahmed joined his friends in a cafe. He wanted to watch the Champions League final. So here we have in order to. So in order to introduce the verbs, so we have in order to, so as to, and to, plus infinitive. Okay, so here we have want to or wanted to. We omit it. We don't need this. Whenever we have this word, we shall omit it. That's it. And replace it with in order to. So the answer. Okay, so here we have in order to. This is the linking word. Watch. This is the infinitive. Okay, next sentence. Kate is just 17. She has written 2 books. Although. So although, even though, and though, they are used for transition. Transition, which means the contrast that has to do with the same person or same object or same things. Okay, so let's take a look at this sentence. So where is the first sentence and where is the second sentence? So the first sentence is Katie is just 17, and second sentence is she has written 2 books. Okay, so now we are going to write although, even though, although, plus the first sentence consists of subject, verb, and object. So the answer should be although Kate is just 17, comma, she has written 2 books. And next category. So we have done with grammar. Now we are going to move to communication. Communication, first exercise F, match these expressions to its appropriate function. So we have expressions and functions. Let's move to, let's see the functions. We are asking for advice, expressing disagreement, making a suggestion, responding to bad news, asking for permission. Concerning the expressions, we have, may I use the multimedia room on the Monday morning? I'm afraid they don't share your view. What should I do to join the literacy classes? Let's go skateboarding this afternoon. So here you should try to look for the keywords. May I use? So this is what? Asking for permission. So number 1, asking for permission. Number 1 goes with. Okay, so number 1 we have may I use, it goes with E. Asking for permission. I'm afraid I don't share your view. Expressing disagreement. This is B. Next, what should I do to join literacy classes? What should I do means asking for advice. Number 3 goes with A. And the last one, 4. Let's go. Like, why don't we? How about something like this? So we use it for suggestion, making a suggestion. C. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.